Alright, and we are back for part 5 of our walkthrough of Dark Souls 2 Scholar of the First Sin. A couple of things have changed in the meantime. I did a little tiny bit of grinding just so that we could get our dexterity up by 2 so that we could equip a bow, which is equipped now, and we've got arrows for it. And we got in the last episode, or I believe the one before, I forget, we got this large leather shield. If you're following along, you should already have it. And as you can see here, it's got 90% physical blocks, so it's much better than the shield we were using, so we equipped that as well. So we're going to go ahead and continue and head out to Heide Tower of Flames. Actually, before we do that, I just want to show you guys one quick little thing that a lot of people don't seem to notice. If you come back up here to where we started, and just gaze out that way, that building in the distance that we see there is actually Heide Tower of Flame, and that's where we're heading right now. We really need to get our endurance up to get more stamina, because this is a bit ridiculous, but hey. Alright, so you're going to want to go through this tunnel, through this room, hang a right, hang a left, down this nice spiral staircase. We'll be passing the bit where we got the Crimson Parma at the start, which was right there. We've already got that, obviously. What you want to do is just run over here and pull this little lever, string, whatever you want to call it. You can drop down, there's nothing else in here and you won't take damage, and just run straight ahead and we'll go get this item right here. Which is another broken sword and another soul item. I believe this sword is literally just a chunk sword, yeah. This is a bit of a short area, so hopefully we can get it done quickly. These guys won't attack you until you've beaten one of the 2 bosses that are in this area. I forget which. We'll just leave that one alone for now. And right in front of us here is a rather large knight. Don't be afraid, they're quite actually easy to beat. The trick is just to run up and hug his leg like this and just circle strafe around him, let him do his 3 strikes. Hit him 3-4 times, back away if you need to. No, we didn't back far enough. Careful not to fall off here, and just go in for the last 2 hits. You can do that for most of the knights in this area, so it's not too big of a problem. Bonfire right here, I've already lit it when I was grinding, just to be able to get the knights to spawn back again. I'll kill this guy here just to show you guys. They're optional, you can grind them to get their full armor set. They're a bit more difficult than the big knights that we just killed, but they're not that bad. So you should be able to get a good 4 hits into him at least while he's getting up. This guy's a bit of a ninja, so just watch, like you see there, he's really quick. Yep, there we go, might die here. You really want to be careful with these guys, they're really annoying. Get a hit in and then, if you can, roll away, but as you can see it's kind of hard to sometimes. And he hit me anyway. Go ahead and use another healing gem. Really be careful to not fall off in this area. That's the hardest part of this area, is just trying not to fall off. And like, nope, we got him. Yeah, like I was saying, the hardest part of this area is just watching where you're going and not falling off, really. So go ahead and use one of our 4 Estus. Get this guy. This guy's got a bit of a different attack pattern, so you just want to block, really. Not that much harder, but there you go. In the original version of Dark Souls 2, that guy did not respawn and he dropped a Nestus Flash Shard. In this version, he respawns every time and he doesn't give it to you. So here we go, picked up another human effigy and another soul item. So we want to go up here, face this guy. Very small platform, so watch it. He's going to kind of ignore you until you get close to him. You really want to be careful not to fall off here. So just same principle, just kind of hug his leg when he's doing his swings. Should be able to get him easily enough, and then when you kill him, you will get a switch that pops out, and the room that we see down there is actually the boss room. I don't know if you can actually see the boss from here. You want to pull these levers, because as you can see, the boss room is just a very small platform right now. Pulling the first one will pop up an outer ring to that platform to make the area just that little bit bigger. Behind the door over here is an item, Lloyd's Talisman. I believe those prevent invaders from healing. So this might get a bit tricky, you might have to run away, but what you want to do is fight this first one. The other two should ignore you while you're doing it. Again, he's got a bit of a different attack pattern. Very wide swings, you want to get your 2 hits in, kind of straight. There you go. Once you kill him, however, the other 2 will come after you. If you're co-oping with a friend, you can split it up. We are not, so we're going to run away and kind of try and split them up because I don't want to fight 2 of these guys. We're still quite low level. I'll show you a bit of a trick here too. If you want to go back to the bonfire and you don't want to run all the way around, you can just shortcut it like so. Useful for avoiding the enemies. Hopefully they'll split. If not, we'll see what we can do. They're both still coming for us, aren't they? Most of the trick of this game is just getting the enemies to come at you one at a time. They don't want to seem to split up at all, so we're just going to hide here and wait a bit. Like I said, we're kind of low level. If I was a bit higher level, I wouldn't be too afraid of fighting 2 of these guys at the same time, but... So there you go, the other one leashed. He's going to go all the way back to where he started. That's what we wanted. So we can kill this guy quickly. He's not going to drop anything for us. And we can just go chase this other guy down quickly. If not, we'll just fight him in the room. We also probably want to start putting a bit of points into our vigor to get our HP up slightly. Our HP is quite low. The one we killed dropped a pale stone. That's a stone that you're going to use to enchant your weapons. I don't remember what it does, but it's one of the enchantment stones. Pale stone might actually be to do lightning damage on your weapon. We've already got our fire sword, so we're set for a while. There we go, another easy kill. If you can split these guys up, they're quite easy. It's just trying to fight too many of them at the same time is not a good idea. Again, they switched this up in the original version. Oh, and now that guy is coming after us as well. I forgot about that. Killing that big knight with the double sword popped up another lever that we'll be pulling in a second. That will pop up yet another outer ring in the boss room and make the boss fight even easier. I hate these guys with a passion. Even if you block them, they hit so fast and they 180 spin at you that there's not too much you can do. So we're just going to go ahead and do our little trick again, split these 2 guys up. So we're just fighting the... Nope, and he's running all the way back. Alright. It's hard to predict their movements sometimes. They'll come at you for miles and miles, and then other times they just decide they've had enough and they up and run. Not the best position to fight this guy in, so we're just going to back up, let him get his 3 swings in. Watch out, 'cause sometimes they will do more than 3 swings. They have been known to do a 4th swing where they just basically 180 and hit you. So we want to go, we're going to go kill that Heide Knight. Those white knights are actually the Heide Knights, by the way. He should have yeah, he's just running around like a madman. See, even there, you think he's gonna pause, let you get a hit in, and nope, and there again. See, he just kind of teleported all the way to us. Nothing we could have done about that. These guys are super cheap. I hate fighting them. In the original version, they were always optional. They were always sitting down, completely oblivious to you unless you actually hit them first. In this one, that one seems to come after you no matter what. The other 2 at the start won't move unless you beat one of the 2 bosses. There we go, finish that guy off. Let's see what he dropped. There we go, we got his sword, which is not a bad sword depending on your build. It requires 11 strength, 10 dex. It's got better scaling than our fire sword, but it does lightning damage, and we don't have any faith, so lightning damage is very weak for us, so we're going to stay with the fire sword. We're just going to grab a couple of items. We're a bit too low level to keep going this way, but there was an item down here that we can go grab, and of course that had to happen. Dark Souls. Always watch where you're going, guys. Because, yeah, there you go. Second death. Not too bad. We're not doing too bad. Only our second death. Just go ahead. We'll restore to human right now. Show you guys how to do that. Nope, I don't want to leave it. I would like to use it. There we go. We restored to human. So now you can see our health bar. It's not a big difference because we're still early on, but there you go. Alright, we're back. Slight bad news. I edited this a little bit. We ended up dying a second time trying to get here. Stupid mistake. 2 knights ganged up on us. We fell off the platform again. Like I said, this area is mostly trying not to fall off stuff, so here we go. I got back. Obviously, I lost the souls I got the first time, and the item we were trying to get is a divine blessing, so it wasn't even really worth it at this time. We could progress that way, but as you can see up there, there's a dragon, and we are too low level to do that right this minute. Maybe if we were co-oping, but we're not. So we're going to come back this way. We're going to pull this switch here to up the second platform in the boss room. We can kind of see it there on the right. Another platform will come up, and that means we cannot now fall off of the platforms in the boss room. We're going to attempt to do the boss. We'll see how this goes. Probably won't go well, but hey, it's worth a shot, right? This guy should not get up. We're going to leave him alone right now. I don't really care about getting their armor set. We want to fight this guy here to get into the boss room. So again, with these guys, you just want to kind of memorize their patterns and just take it nice and slow. We're going to cheat here a tiny bit and revive to human. I say cheat a tiny bit because when you... Oh, actually it doesn't do it in this game. Alright, good to remember. In Dark Souls 1 and I believe in Dark Souls 3, if you revive to... Well, Dark Souls 3's version of revive to human, you end up getting all your health back. Oh, and he dropped something for us, the old knight armor, which is going to be way too heavy. Again, another NPC summon. We're going to grab him to fight the boss, but before we go fight the boss, we're just going to take this guy out so that we can get the chest that is behind him, firing some arrows at him to get him up. Hopefully the NPC will not die here. That would be bad. We kind of want him for the boss. There we go, another one of those annoying knights down. You want to just walk across here, open the chest. Hopefully the NPC does not fall off. To get ourselves a ring of binding. Check that out quickly what that does, but I don't think we want to equip it. The ring of binding. Yeah, there you go. It limits HP reduction when you're hollow. Hollow means that you died and you haven't restored to human yet. We're not really too concerned with that, especially early on. The difference is really minimal. So we are going to attempt this boss. We'll see what happens. So here's the boss. It's Dragon Rider, I believe, the old Dragon Rider, something like that. Hopefully the NPC comes in here to help us. He is really not that hard. Probably harder if you're trying to really do it fully solo. What I usually do is grab that NPC. Eventually he goes for the NPC. Get your hits in while he's hitting the NPC. Back away. Let the NPC take the brunt of it. The only thing with him is that he does have quite a big range, so you want to watch out when he's swinging that halberd around. There we go, stun lock. Going back up, get your stamina back. Go for me now for a bit. And now he's focusing on the NPC again, and stun locked again, and he's dead. So there you go, second boss beat, and we had more trouble getting to him than actually beating him. So again, you get a bunch of souls for killing him, and you get his actual soul item, which we're not going to be using just yet. We're going to end this episode in a second here, but first we're going to come up here, get the bonfire, and speak to the NPC that's here. If you're playing a miracle build, this is a nice NPC to have. We're just going to skip over this. She's basically telling you that she's not from this part. She's traveling the land, looking for some faithful, and basically wants to sell you some stuff. So there you go. She sells a bunch of miracles. She sells a ring, which increases your faith. Not really useful for us. And she sells a cleric chime. Again, not super useful for us. You will want to go ahead and talk.
I'd heard awful. And sometimes I expected this
and that would be her cue that she's done with the talk options, and she will move on. That's what we wanted to do. So now we're going to go back to town. We're going to get a couple of levels with the souls we have, and then we'll wrap this episode up. So like I said, I think we're going to start working on some vigor to get our health a bit higher. We need more endurance because it's just ridiculous right now. We'll get that up to 14. We got quite a bit of souls, so we can actually do quite a few levels. Maybe one vit, and then maybe one strength, and we'll call that there. So that should have upped our endurance, our stamina bar, and our HP bar. And yeah, so there we go, and we'll call it there for this episode, and we'll talk to you next time when we will, I think we'll go and fight the second boss in Forest of the Fallen Giants.